Hey y'all, it's my 114th video journal slash journey, and I've been talking about for a couple of days about a video that I've been wanting to make, and so I'm finally going to attempt to do it under 5.5 minutes because that's all the amount of time it'll let me, and still post on Facebook. So imagine with me for a moment that you are in a picture. And so the only thing that you can see are the things immediately surrounding you. You can look up and see off in the distance, high up on a mountain, a castle, and you're trying to get to it. But you are in this one particular location and you're in a jungle. So the only things you can see are the things immediately surrounding you, which are mainly trees and plants and whatnot. But you can see off in the distance, like I said, a castle high above. You're also walking, carrying your little puppy with you, and you're attempting to head towards the castle. You're kind of trudging through. There's not really any openings, any clearings yet, no paths yet. So you're just kind of trudging through the jungle, and you come across three paths. And so you're trying to decide, you've been there before, but it's been a really long time, so you can't quite remember which way to go. And along the path, you see one that looks really dark, ominous, kind of overgrown, plants and stuff along the pathway, so it doesn't look very easy to travel that way. The next one looks okay. There's a path along it. It's pretty well lit. It's not super bright or anything, but you think you could probably maneuver that one all right. And then the third path looks very well lit, really bright. In fact, there's some stepping stones along the way. So it looks like the path that's probably been tread the most often, and it's actually beautiful. There's flowers and beautiful plants along the way. And it kind of looks familiar to you, so you decide you're going to take that path. So you're going along that path and everything is going just fine. You're making good time and everything. And all of a sudden, your puppy jumps out of your hands and takes off running through the jungle. And you're kind of like flustered and frustrated because you're afraid you're going to get lost if you go off of the path. But of course, you're in love with your little pup, so you go chasing after it. And you hear it barking and so on and so forth. And finally, after you've gone quite a distance, you come across the pup, and you're actually along one of the other paths, the middle one, the one that was kind of lit up but not too brightly. And you can see your way along the path. Okay, so you keep going that way. You're still very upset because it took you off course. Took a lot of time off of your journey. It's going to take you quite a bit longer to get there now, especially now because the path isn't quite as well tread, so it's going to take a little more effort. But you make your way up and you finally get up to the castle. And sorry, I was getting a call. You get there and you're all upset, and there's a friend of yours up there, and you tell him about how frustrated you are about the situation, and you could have gotten there a lot sooner had you taken the other path, and so on and so forth. And your friend says to you, actually, your pup may have just saved your life because someone else just came up from that way, and they had encountered a bunch of poisonous snakes, so they are now getting treated. So, the moral of this story is, all we can see is what is immediately surrounding us. A lot of times in our lives, we have certain things, plans that we make, and sometimes they may not quite go as planned. But we should look in the blessings in those things that may distract us from what our original purpose was, because they may have just saved us. There's a power that's far beyond us that can see from above the picture and see the whole entire picture. So sometimes we get nudges or circumstances that come up in our lives to kind of take us away from the path that we think is best for us. But in reality, it may not be the best path for us. So don't get upset when things don't always quite go the way you planned. Find the things that you could be grateful for, because we can't always see what's, ahead of us. But a higher power than us definitely can. And if we are as blessed as that situation shows, then we'll be led in a safer way. I'm going to actually post tomorrow about actual situation in which this very thing happened. So stay tuned tomorrow. Sending out love, light, and healing energy. Ask that you pass it on. Take care, y'all.